Good evening. I didn't use my intro music, my news leader, because I was too late bringing that in. So let's first start the show. Welcome back. It's March 8th already. It's the first stream today of this week. And let's also trigger the tweet. My stream deck is a little bit slow today. I'm not sure why. So now it should be active on Twitter as well. Live streaming. Today we're going to continue working on my website, Blazor website, and last week we added some gear items. Let's go quickly to the code window. That's not the code window, that's the monitor screen. Soft as in software. Let's see if it still works. That's really responsive today. So last week we worked on the gear page there, and now we have all these gear items in here. I do need to add a couple more, but just to give an impression, I added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items already. My Akai APC Mini, and it has a button going to the information on this item and where I bought it. Oh, and what to fix this is that I need to open this in a new page. So, some things to do there. Let's go into the project settings and see what's more on the list. My projects. Software and software, that's the website. The other one is the office add-in that we work on Thursday. Good evening. I mean it's my infinite reflection. Oh yeah, with the streaming the stream. Streaming the stream is streaming the stream is streaming the stream. We had this box of chocolate where someone holding a box of chocolate and holding the box of chocolate, holding the box of chocolate. Same thing. Add gear items, CRUD options. Yeah, for that I need to do add authentication first, and I haven't looked into how to do that yet on a Blazor WASM application. And that's kind of tricky because you don't want to put it in the secrets of the WASM application. Refactor URL versus URL with lower caps. Cards code behind. Cards code behind. Let me see if we have code behind yet for... Well, let's first start Visual Studio. Maybe that helps. Soft is in software with the date of yesterday, because I added some gear yesterday in the seeding information. Actually was in doubt to go live today or go look at my new HBO Max subscription. We have HBO Max as of today in the Netherlands, but I thought it was not a good plan to stop the live event. Why is this not working? There it is. So I added some seed items there with all the items, and I do have these 8 empty items. So let's have a look at the cart. Is the cart still not code behind? And also what I wanted to do is change the cart a little bit, where we put the title in a cart header. At the barbershop, he shows you with a mirror back at the head, and while, yeah, it's true, while you what is one in front of you, you see yourself in the reflection, 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 the reflection. Yeah, so your head is getting small. Yeah, it's the only way to show the rear of your head, back of your head, I should say. The rear is something different. Luckily, the barbershop is open again. Yeah, what I was saying, I wanted to bring this in the cart header. Google cart header bootstrap 5 maybe cards. I think there was an example of that somewhere over here, like this, featured. Special title treatment, card title. They removed all the restrictions, yeah, especially in Belgium, I think. The Netherlands, there are few restrictions with nightlife, I think after 12 midnight. Yeah, the masks is in the Netherlands only at public transportation, the airport, and things like that. Even in stores, it's not necessary anymore. We do have hospitals with that don't allow you to go without a mask, but that's more or less voluntary. Navigation. All right, that's also what we wanted to do. Navigation. Open the link in a new window, so that should target the URL into a new window. But then we first need to go to the cards in the layout. Gear card. Oh, and there's also indeed there's no code behind yet. But we can move this from the code. Oh, there's this icon as well. External link. Is that it's already used there? Possible null reference. COVID pass thing is removed. Yeah, the COVID pass thing is removed, but what I read today somewhere is that they wanted to extend it again for some reason. I don't know. A friend of mine was like, I survived without a vaccine. Yeah. But did he also survive? Did he also not get COVID? Most people who didn't get a vaccine did get COVID, but they did not die from it. But basically, then you are also protected against a new COVID infection. But still, countries like France, I think, they don't allow you to go there if you're not vaccinated. So if you want to go on holidays, you still have an issue, even though you survived it. For instance, if you want to go to Disneyland Paris, Google, what are the restrictions? Oh, Google in Google. What there we have is, again, Disneyland Paris, COVID. Why is this in Dutch again? I hate this when it's going to Dutch. No. I don't want to do this based on my IP address. Come on. That's interesting, by the way, because this is in a VM. And even though it's using a VM, apparently it's using an IP address. Google. What is my IP? 2086, is that Netherlands? Okay, also can use Google in Frisian. That's the northern part of the Netherlands. But that's a strange language. I don't want to do that. I want to use the US version. Why is that not possible? That's not possible. You can't escape Google's eye, no. Well, they say Google is your friend, but how do I get this to go to English? Yeah, English US is also my go-to language. I put everything to English whenever possible, because otherwise you get the strangest news items in your browser, and I don't want to do that at all. Open the app on the phone. I'm not on the phone. Maybe the settings. It's interesting because if you notice the settings are in English. Oh, but this is Edge. Okay, yeah. Languages there. If I use Google here. That's, yeah, still Edge. Language English, all English. So why does the website go to the Netherlands? It's typically Google. Yeah, you're always passing by. I'm almost getting used to that. I do like it though that you step by as occasionally and say hi. So thanks for stepping by, and talk to you next time. Enjoy your evening, because it's evening in your place. In the meantime, I'm going to search for an English version of Google. Languages, there's languages, yes, found it. There we are, now we are in English. if I refresh this, do I get the English version? Safety measures. In line with French government guidance, face masks are no longer required, but remain recommended in Disneyland Paris as of March 2. Recommended for experiences such as parade and nighttime spectacular Disney illuminations. Just know you're not alone. Creepy voice. Yes. That's what you get if you live streaming, then usually people are watching you. If not, then there's something wrong, I think. Some people have millions watching. I'm not that far yet. Guests aged 16 years and old above need to present a vaccine pass to enter Disneyland Paris. Yeah, so still not allowed to go without this vaccine pass. That's sad for the family members who don't have vaccine yet. Yeah, so you still have to wait. Vaccine pass is not required to enter France, but it will be mandatory as of January 24 for all people aged 16 and above wishing to participate in leisure activities. Everyone is starting small like one lion, yeah. He became quite popular already, and development programming is still a niche topic. It's not as popular as gaming or things like that. But yeah. What is the vaccine pass that will be required to visit Disneyland Paris? What's the difference with the health pass? The vaccine pass will be required for all guests aged 16 and above. What is it? It consists of the presentation of digital paper form foolproof vaccination or a certificate of recovery. At least 11 days and less than 4 months. Or certificate of vaccine contraindications, result of severe allergic reaction, proof commitment to complete vaccination scheme. It's one off, I think. Yeah, so they did not drop it yet for Disneyland Paris. Content is king, yes. Maybe we should do adult information that usually sells. Where's the header? Card header. Copy. Yeah, go to bed, dude. You have to go get up at 6. Yeah, true. But I'm just starting. I'm a night owl, and this is the time that I get active usually. So we want to bring the title in a header. Why is the layout so terrible? There it is. Nice, that's much better. Then instead of the header, we are bringing in the title for the gear item. You're out of coffee. And some people have a hard time going to sleep if they drink coffee. Even that's no influence on my sleep. I think that's what I guess. I don't know. I don't have any trouble falling asleep at all, but usually that's because I'm only sleeping about 4 hours a day. If I look at my sleep schedule on my watch, let's see what the latest sleep schedule is. Agenda, body, even my body battery is almost empty. Last sleep time was 4 hours and 20 minutes last night. 4 hours and 20 minutes. That's not much. We need to bring this to code behind. Yeah, that's my daily schedule, and I try to catch up in the weekend. But I'm aware that's usually not enough, but some people just don't need much sleep. And I must admit, sometimes I do a power nappy just after dinner. Let's put a C# class in there. We have to do it here. Yeah, your health is precious. Add new class, new item class. Gearcard.razor.cs. That should be recognized, yes. And to do that, we need to make that public partial. And now we should be able to move the code behind stuff there. Into here. Gear item, that's the model. It's really slow. Why is this quick action thing not working? Shared models. That's this. I should actually create an extension method from the truncate thing, because that's used on multiple locations, I guess. Let's take away the space there. Let's see if it's recognized. That still works. Gear item. This is no longer needed. Clearing coloring it up a little bit, refactoring. Oh, okay. If we do automatic formatting, it adds an extra line in between the different namespaces. Text JSON. Converting null literal or possible null value. You have to make sure that the response stream is not null, but that's done here. Options is always not null in there either. Let's build this and see if it's still working. F5. I think it crashed last time, I don't know. Gear items. Right, now we have this nice title in there. And in here I want buttons to go to external pages, not to same page. So that's something that we need to fix. Oh, this is the size of the header is not equal. It also is a kind of a big title, not really necessary to put in the big title there, because the information is already in the description. Let's first fix the external page. Let's go to Studio. See where the link is at. Gear page. So let's first fix this one. Cards code behind that was in progress, and by now it's also done. Add a new tag to concurrent running video, to the current running video. That's something we need to fix anyway, because due to caching it will say that the video is still alive. Is it still running here? Home. So a lot of space between the title and the icon as well. We need to make it a little bit closer. See, this one is now live, but if we stop streaming, and also I want to have a look at this one, the date doesn't seem to reflect the stream date, but the creation date. Because this one, I think if we click on this will go to the external page, open it in a new window. No, it's also not opening in a new window. I think if we click on this. Don't do that. Oh, that's really Inception again. TTT. So that's also something I need to fix. The link on that card is also not going into a new page. Fancy the output on the output list on the web page. Add a relevant link on the about page, on the name link and photo. Now go to home page. Should be something more useful. That's when you go to the about page. I'm clicking in here. It's opening the same thing. It is opening on the new page, new tab though. That's good news here, but it should go to something else, I think. Let's check Twitter, because that should be, yes, now live. Supporting Ukraine. I think the Netherlands collected 109 million euros for Ukraine yesterday. That's a huge amount. What were we looking at? Yeah, the gear, and then the link on that gear page has link gear cards. This is the gear card, and the gear card is going to href. That should be targeting. Equals to blank, I think. Oh, and that should not be part of the class, obviously. That's not good. Like this. Let's also add this to the YouTube page. Oh, this should also get there you have this truncate thing again. You should add a static what's it called? I lost the name for it. Extension class. Where is the href here? Save. Oh, it will not do this in auto reloading. It's not here auto reloading again. Darn it. I should switch to .NET Watch or something instead of auto reloading it, because this is often not working. Maybe you can also bring this in code behind then. Copy. Add class. razor.cs. Make this partial. Then take this out again. Resolve the parameter. And resolve the model. Yeah. Public, partial, the other way around. YouTube video, why is that still not resolved? I thought I added the model already. Now we can remove this. Let's build it. Run it. Swagger. Well, let's try it. This will give us the audio again for, or maybe we should pick the other one. That's now a new window. Oh, stop. Cool. That works. Now go to the gear page. Let's get the gear item there. Also new page. It's all too easy. Everything's working in one run. The footer still needs a little bit space there. But to do that, we have to look at the way it's done. I think here. Card footer. Why is there all squiggly in there? Naming rule violation. Should begin with uppercase characters. Why is this then? These words must begin with uppercase character gear item. Yeah, because that's a property. That's not good. Let's first find all the references. 5 references. That's all in this thing. So there's gear item 2, 3. What was it? Control Alt dot. Capital G, and then in here this is also capital G. That should go. Why is it red? Yeah, need to restart the application again, and also rename this one. Must begin with uppercase YouTube video. This one. I learned this from One Lion. If you go in there, save. Substring can be simplified. Substring. Range operator. Interesting. I do like this, but it's not really readable. Source S pen. Always think this is very readable, but it's also very verbose, if you ask me. A lot of text. Where to put extension classes? .NET project, core project. What folder should I put my extension classes? What's the best practice? I usually do one of the two things. For smaller projects, I simply create an extensions folder and add the various extension classes there. For larger solutions, I have a separate project named something like project name extensions, and within that project I have a folder structure that mirrors the namespace of the classes. Okay. Do think it's looking fancy. System folder, string extensions. I like that, but yeah, I only have one. So what if I just bring in one folder here? Components, models, pages. I can also put it in here. Not in models, but in shared. Where's my new folder? Extensions. And name it this, like this. System. Add class. String extensions. Then go to the code behind thingy. Copy. I think it's like this. What's this? Static class. And should also not be internal, I think. Let's Google that. Google. .NET Core string extension class extension methods. Public. Then this should be truncate because we could do that on the item itself now. Where is it? On the card there. This is used in here. That's a string. Truncate. Yeah, we need to compile it first. Let's build it. So we have the shared items. This will fail, I think, yeah. Right, recognized it. Then this is no longer right. Loading the intelligence. Yes, now it's only the length. Description is nullable. Just like this. Elvis operator. Find this one strange. It is working, but it's complaining. HTML 0209. Non-nullable property gear list must contain a non-null value. Where's the gear list in there? Why is there a buzz in my headphone? Null literal possible null value to non-nullable type. So this one is non-nullable. That's interesting because they do check it in here. I find this a strange combination. Non-nullable. Now it's complaining about non-nullable property must contain a non-null value when exiting the constructor. Well, it's not a constructor, it's going on initialized async. Let's leave it for now. This one, auto is not valid, value of width Google. Auto is not a valid value of attribute width of attribute width. Expect the digit to specify the dimension. Is there a Stack Overflow or something? This is on Stack Overflow. Flip side of figuring out what the point of CSS width became supported is figuring out at what point CSS width became supported, because browsers down to Mosaic and back to current Chrome Canary value. Canary probably do with 100% just fine. That said, looks like unless you're supporting IE3, you should be fine with CSS. Might be using a set of code analysis rules that deal with the best practice. According to MDN web docs, the width attribute has been deprecated and should not be used. Do not use this attribute as it's been deprecated. The rules should be defined and styled using CSS. As mentioned, you should style your table using CSS, apply a class to the table element and the style as such. So bootstrap with auto equivalent sizing. That's like this with auto. Class equals to and then the height. Where is it? H100. Let's switch it around to make it the same as what we had. that is better. Is this also in Bootstrap? Accessibility. There's nothing there. Authors may need to further include area roles and attributes. So why is that not in there? A little bit of refactoring. Still have this one. Non-nullable property gear list must contain non-null value, but where does it get the gear list item? Is that in the DB context options? No, this is system class. Gear list, non-nullable property gear list. Use span-based string concat, or we have to comply this. Yeah. This means at position this will position source length, it will concat the ellipses. Maybe I just need to learn to read this. This means that you have this value in there, and at position source length it will concatenate these ellipses thingy with a space in between. There's another one there. Oh, we just simply can remove this because we added a string extension method. So this should be YouTube description dot, and there should be an Elvis because it can be nullable. Then we have to add this, add the extension method. Now we can kill this one, it's no longer necessary. I also don't like the underscore thingy there. For that we need to fix the code behind the class there. Oh. Save. Apparently there's another truncate there. That is the original. So we have to fix this. Like this. That solved another one. Using statement can be simplified. Yeah, I think I tested this in Blazor. It's not working, I think. Private member YouTube service is unused. Get useful bits, that's true. That's not used yet. I could remove that. Oh, that's too much. One line too much. Oh. Oops. I did try this. Create database if not exists. F9. So F5. F10, F10, F10. Should be okay. We can simply throw away the database and see if that's working. Oh, it's still running. Oh, oops, that's not right. Man, we did forget to fix that. Copy. Still on this one. That should be like this. Why is there no warning for that? Did it fix? Do we need to rebuild it? I think we need to rebuild it. Extension methods. Build it. Non-nullable property gear list. Consider declaring the property as nullable. There's no gear list in here. Where's the gear list? Gear list. That's a different one. It's a gear page. Could be null, nullable gear list. Then initializing it. In this case, because it's now nullable, I can also bring it in here. That. Then we have the gear page. This is checking it if it's null or not, or if there's nothing in there, and otherwise it will run it. Let's build that. See if we still get errors. Build succeeded. Error list. Still this one. Wonder why this is complaining about the error list, gear list. This connection string can now also go, because this is the old method. I replaced this with the default connection in the application settings, and that will be overruled by the Azure setting. While we are cleaning there. Let's run this. about, oh, it's in the breakpoint, I think. Yeah, there we are. And this is also an extensions class. But this is more focused on, this should be in the project. But besides that, this should be in its own folder, I think. Add a new folder. Extend. Oh. Yeah, let's stop this. Extensions. Then we should move that. This is iHost. And iHost is part of Microsoft Extensions. Hosting. This is an extension in an extension. Microsoft. Extensions. And that should be moved from there to there. Why would that take a long time? That's crazy. Let's see what happens if we create a new class here. Test CS. A DB initializer. That's in here. That's also an extensions class, I think. That's not. But it's in the namespace of API data. Save. Oh, the thing that was not working was the namespace, not so much using, simplified using. Why do we have a red squiggly there? Because it's complaining about still running. updating a complex statement containing a wait statement requires okay. That was this one, I think. Let's rebuild it. Web application does not contain a definition for create DB if not exists, and no accessible extension method create DB if not exists except in the first argument web application could be found. Is there a missing reference? Yes, there's a missing reference because that's using also the same extension thing. Create DB if not exists. There. Copy. Using rebuilding. Ooh. Semicolon. So many errors for one character missing. Enable sensitive data logging. Enables application data to be included in exception messages, etc. This can include the values assigned to properties of your entity instance, parameter values or commands being sent to the database and other such data. You should only enable this flag if you have the appropriate security measurement in place based on the sensitivity of the data. Note that the application is setting the internal service provider through a call use internal service provider service provider, then this option must be configured the same way for all users of that service provider. Consider instead of not calling so that Entity Framework manages service providers and can create a new instance as required. Default is true. Defines happy Tuesday. I was reading happy Easter, but it's not Easter in a long time yet. I think 7 weeks or so, maybe 6, 5. False. Happy Tuesday, yeah. So how are you today on happy Tuesday? Is it happy Tuesday for you as well? Because for many people, it's not a happy Tuesday at all, considering the things going on in the world. Let's run this. We should remove the break by now. Why is there all squigglies around that? Adding class requires restarting application. I think we need to restart. Visual Studio because it's completely out of track here. Oh, and there's something else here. What's the issue here? YouTube video, there's the same thing again. I forgot to fix the YouTube video. Where is it? It should be on a Razor page, I think. Maybe I should look for it case sensitive. There it is. YouTube video. This is on the home page. Go to definitions. That's working. Yes. At least. And that's probably the class behind. That was this one. Okay, so that now should work again. Let's first close Visual Studio and let's make sure that's reloading it. Yes, save it. We haven't seen updates for long for Visual Studio already. Can't remember when the last time was that we got an update for Visual Studio. Preview, that is. It's almost as if we are waiting for the build conference, but that's only in May. And I also don't think that we have a in-person build conference this year. Let's try find that. Build. Microsoft Build. 2022. Digital event, is that still 2022? Still no word for 2022. This should be used to be available by going to buildwindows.com. See, that's what I did with the first Windows, I think Windows 8 version, announced in Anaheim. Well, let's build this. 1 succeeded, 0 fails, 2 up to date, and what's with the error list? That's also clear. Okay, F5. Swagger. Loading. Yes, still works. Oh yeah, I was looking at the footer there. Gear. Oh, that's failing. Gear item. Okay, I think that's also a refactor thingy. Oh, gear item. See, that's this one. Yes. Squiggly is still there. And that's back. The nullable property gear list something. Main page. Gear page. Oh, yeah, that's not right. That's what we had with the class. Failing class. That's a bit too much. The height is 100. Oh yeah, that's the problem. I changed it into 100%, and that's not right. It should be 100 pixels. Gear page. Gear page. Razor, I think. No. Go here. Gear card. It's on the gear card. I created this 100. Blazor sizing. Not Blazor. Bootstrap. Sizing. Image sizing. No. Bootstrap 5. Bootstrap. Image sizing. Two hundreds. Sizing, percentage. Viewport. it's not complaining about the height, but it is complaining about the width. So the width is now in the class 5. It's already in there. Oh, that's better. Could use some padding around the title can also be smaller. Truncate. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27, 8, 29. Yeah, let's say 30 maybe. Put the Elvis on there. Save. Now it's putting the... Oh. It's putting the ellipses on always. That's not what I wanted, so go in there. Go to definition. If source length is bigger than length, smaller or equal, then it will just return source. Save. Now it's better because, but it's still too much in here. Where's the gear page? Gear card, I should say. 25. Seven. Yeah, still, I was expecting to have broadcaster there, but so let's make that 5 again. See if I removed all the truncate items. String extensions, that's good. There's a use, and that's a use. No, that's not a use. This can go. 0 reference. Clean it up. Rebuild and apply changes. It's a bit much if you create a complete code behind thing just for a property. Parameter, I should say. Maybe we should add some padding around the images. Gear card. Where's the gear card? There's the gear card. Oh, this is the gear card, but there's a thingy on top of it. The images, class, margin 3. Yeah, that's better. Now we still need to fix the footer. Go to gear item. Go to gear. Amazon link. Is that better? Let's see the space between these items there. Let's have a look at the layout for that. Oopsie. This is in the nav menu. Nav menu. Where is the nav menu? It's shared menu. This is the icon. And why there's a big space there? What What if we do like this? There's more blog ideas, and we have about admin. We have so much menu items there already. This should go to the code behind. String base menu class. I think it's now even bigger. What? Oh. Looks like the spacing is now more than ever. Much space in there. It's in here. That's the span. See, the span is kind of wide. This item. Before. Add a heart before links. Okay, so it should be in the CSS then. Of the web page, of course. In here. Is that automatically done by this button link? Use iconic before understanding styling iconic. Dot iconic. So we overrule that then. Coloring an icon. That's interesting because we have it black, I think. It's black. Iconic. Funny. Oh, pause in the debugger. Why? Let's make this extraordinarily big to see if it's actually working. I don't think so. I think we have to rebuild it. rebuild. F5. Build succeeded. I'm wearing my .NET Loves Me shirt. I think that's the big fat .NET client. Not sure if there's a date on it. Why did it not start? Again, F5. There's Swagger, there's software. I think that's not right. That's because of the size, I think. Span OI shield is not equally sized. What is it called? Iconic? Align center. Look for this one, align center. Okay, let's not spend too much time on this. Remove this. Let's do it one more time. It's crazy. It's a crazy, crazy size. Build. F5. It's not doing anything. This. Let's reload it. Control F5. No change at all. Not sure why, but let's have a look at open iconic font. Open iconic font, CSS, Bootstrap. Looks like all these things are called before. Okay, let's leave that. Close all the pages for now. Close all tabs. What's the time? It's 11. Let's have a quick look at the footer for the gear list. Let's have a look at the YouTube pages. YouTube show, that's the card at the bottom. This is YouTube page. No, that's not the YouTube page. That's on the home page, I think. Where we have the card deck, that's this one. Then we end up with this row, the MI, margin I. That's top and bottom, I think. Let's have a look at the page here. Then go to the home page. So look at the bottom here. Ctrl+Shift+I. This is the footer itself. That's a row. So it's this one, the flex. And the reason for that is that this is a container. That's the content, that's the complete content, I think. Content container, that's the middle part. Then we have the row at the end, but it's also part of the container. Yes. So we have the navigation bar, content container. Now let's go to the other one. This navigation bar, content. There's a container. Yeah, this is repeating the decks. So this should not only do the top row, but also the bottom. So that's the MX, I think. Is that the X? XS, no, the YS. S. This is an adult show, apparently. Homepage, razor, there. So this should not be... Oh, this is not the one. Gear page, this one. This should also be vertical direction, padding at 3 to the bottom. Did that change? Yes, that did change. That's much better. What if we do margin top 3 and margin bottom 5? What's the space on the main page? That's less than that. That's let's say the arrow from top to right in the middle. Gear. That's much bigger, so we are going to change that back to Y, so vertical. That's too little. 4. That's about it. Opening it in external windows, yes. New window, new tab. That's good. Okay. Let's go here. Mock data to display while testing. Create a web service to collect the playlist information. Playlist information, okay. Live stream goes live. Preview should show. Make a web header screen aware. Menu item topic. Menu item topic Blazor. About page. The about page is there. But there should be much more information, some information. It's like this information here. It should also be extended. But I can do that off stream. Don't want to bother you with creating texts on there. I should also bring it here, but it should be a placeholder. Let's see if the styling is the same. So the home page is an H1. Copy. The gear page. Let's see if that's the same. That's indeed the same. That's good. Then the about page. That's a little bit different. Wouldn't you like to know who is behind soft as in software? Soft as in software. This is your chance to find out who this is your chance to discover that. I will update it later on as well, but just putting in putting something in, I should say. Save. Let's see if that's updating. Yes, ugly. Just for now, put some minor things in there. Social button Twitter component. We also need to update these Twitter components because I put it in components here, and but class should be able to remove the component base and make that a partial thing. But I'm afraid that when I do that, something like this, public partial, remove component base. component render doesn't know about. We no longer need to inherit from component base. This was the pattern when code behind was done through inheritance. With partial classes, component base should be available from the other partial. However, it's likely you still need to using statement for proper scope and more importantly the inject attribute using ASP.NET, not ASP.NET Core components. That's in there. View posts. Thank you very much for pointing out. I was not aware of this. I don't think it hurts to define it the way I do above, but it's great to see that it's no longer required. Still need using a statement for proper scope. Product card. No longer need to inherit from component base. So we can try that. In that case, it should be like component, same name as the Razor file. Social button component. Let's try it with all three. Inherit social button component. Public, this should be partial. It's going squiggly, so it's doing something right. That should be component. component. I'm not sure if this is going to work when inheriting the UI from one another. Let's rebuild this, and we have to stop it then, yes. Maybe you also need to circle base type dependency. Involving social button component and social button component. Extract base class. Partial declaration of social button to its component must not specify different base classes. 3. This must not specify different base classes. Public. No. Public partial and then the class. But is there also an inheritance? In that case, if we go in here, that's not showing inherits. Missing partial modifier. Different base classes. clears that. So it's unable to find this. Change the signature. The icon is part of this one. Doesn't solve it either. Tricky. Looks like this is not working if we override inheriting this we do it like this maybe. Looks like it's accepting things. Social button, build render tree. Copy. Found markup element with unexpected name social button Twitter component. Using directive for its namespace. What's the namespace? Build succeeded now. Let's run it and see if it's working. shift this one. Let's control F5 it to make sure that it's loading, reloading. Now there is the moment of truth. It's actually working. Can you imagine that? Twitter, that's still working. YouTube. Oh, that's not working right now. But I've seen this before when running this in debug mode. Not sure why that is failing. But I'm pretty sure this will work in deployment. Let's run this in without debugger. See, when you're not using, wait for the audio. Oh, that's okay. When not using the debugger, it's working. Oh, live streaming. Inception again. This is the stream of Inception. There's another one. There's another one. There should be another one. And another one. This will go on for a long time, all the way to Russia, I think. But it's working. So that's a nice refactoring there. The about page. And the gears page. Where's the gear page? Is it in here? New tag, security, create a web service, collect playlist, stream, make web header screen aware, topic admin page, storage to cache the YouTube playlist, schedule, ideas, use the secret, add YouTube subscribe URL. I think that's already done. If I click this, see, that's already working. Yeah. So that can be moved to complete. Where is it? Where was it? Ideas, secret, this one. This one is completed already, done. So we should do this as well for Twitch. That's a good option. We can do that fairly quick, I think. YouTube page, this one, let's copy that. paste. Let's rename this to YouTube redirect to make clear that it's something different. There's no code behind, so we should fix that. This should be renamed to Twitch redirect. Redirect Twitch. Then rename the other one redirect YouTube. Then open this one, Twitch. Is there a follow page? Let's see, twitch.tv/soft as in software. Don't. Oh, oops. Follow page. Is there a link on that? Ctrl-Shift-I. Let's find out what it is. Oh. Let's make it more visible there. Button. What's the link for that thing? There's no easy link for that. Link to Twitch. Follow. How to add a link to Twitch channel? No. This one. The only way you could achieve this is making an API call. Yeah, we're not going to API call in there. To get a link, I can post it to my stream. Is the option to set a link to it, so click for the blah blah blah. 3 comments. I actually wanted to have it on screen with a remember to follow once in a while, and if they click on the follow the channel, alright, guess it's not easy as Twitter. Continue this thread. Like an overlay to your stream. Oh. View the entire discussion. Oh, that was the entire discussion. Okay, well, that's okay. Then we just put this one in to redirect. Let's navigate to something like this. Redirect to Twitch, I should say. Save. Rebuild and apply changes. Oh, that's not good. Why is this failing? Oh, because there is no navigation for Twitch, I think. Subscribe, that's duplicate. Okay, that should go. Because that will create a duplicate routing. Build. F5. Oh, getting sleepy. It's almost 12 o'clock. Almost Wednesday already. I think we did some great progress there with refactoring. What's all these things in there? This one closed. This one closed. Let's test this. Twitch. And that works. And that works. And that works. Inception day to day. Nice. So I'll go in here, add a redirect to Twitch. That's also done. Very productive today. Take out hard-coded URL to playlist. I don't think we have a playlist hard-coded anymore. Playlist. Playlist is no longer hard-coded, it's already removed. It's a setting, configuration setting, so that's already done. No, that's the wrong one. Yeah, this is the right one. Update NuGet packages, NuGet. Use app settings in Blazor WASM to store the API URI. I think that's already done. Change the API on deployment. That's also done. And this one is done. Update the gear page. That's in progress. Private video thumbnail. If live is showing, dark theme option suggested by Najert. that's true. We should make it optional dark mode. Add the relevant link on the about page under the name link. Yeah, fix and show created. That's already done. I implemented it as well. Fancy the output list on the web page. Gear page. That's already done. Reset seed option. That's something I need to put in. Add item to the gear list. That's in progress. Fix initializer, only seed if needed. That's duplicate. I think it's duplicate somewhere, but I don't see it. No. Okay. Lots of progress in there. So let's go and see. I should also make my fixes, changes in a separate branch, because this is really not nice to do it like this. Localhost, that's good. Oh, that's the other one I wanted to fix. That's this one. It should also accept calls, because if I now go to www.softest in software, that's working. So this is online on Azure, because if you look at the gear, that will be the old one. But if I go in here and remove the www, that will probably refuse to load. See, that refuses to load the CORS. Is it CORS? Yeah, this one. So I need to add another one here. Maybe you can put a star in there with origins. Wildcard. BBBAAA. This is one answer. That's one big answer. Wildcard. Set the allowed origins. Set is original allowed to all wildcard subdomains. allows to match configured wildcards domain when evaluating origin is allowed. To allow all author request headers. Allow any header. Allow credentials. Apex. Naked. Allow origins. With origins. With origins. Naked domain, maybe call this Apex. Where does it find Apex? I don't see it at all. Oh, there. That's not what I was looking for. To allow everything, but that's too open. Maybe that. Allow any header. Or I can just simply add the one specific to this. That should make it even more secure. Save. Build. Then let's check it in and see if everything's still working. Because it's 12 o'clock. And as was mentioned earlier in the stream, I have to get up at 6 again for my daily walk before going to work. That was built. So debug. See the changes. Extensions is moved. The buttons. Redirect pages are changed. Navigation. What's changed in here? Why is this in there? Don't think that's needed. I think we can remove that. Is that really the only change in there? Let's open it again. No other changes. So undo that. Many refactorings. Refactored changes. Optimizing and fixing. Many to-do items from the project to-do list. Let's commit this and sync. Then wait for GitHub to complete. I should remove that snowman there because we are now in March already. We're getting close to spring. I think we have a warm week ahead of us. Did it commit? Oh, yeah. Syncing. Now we are back to 0 here. Now go to GitHub over there. Go to our repository. Software in software. Go to actions, see if it's building. Yes, it's building. Now the question is, will it work? Will it blend? Last week it took 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. To rebuild. In the meantime, we can close some things over here. Yesterday, I was seeding the database. This is the thrilling part of the stream, seeing if we can get it to deploy. Then everyone can go to www.softsinsoftware.com. That's 1, 2 minutes. That's a little bit quicker than yesterday. 2 minutes ago. They should probably also restart the app service. And watch. Come on, finish it. Yeah, it finished. 3 minutes 9, so that's slightly longer than yesterday. Let's have a look. Let's see if we're still here in an hour or so. That's still working. And now let's see if we can get these pages in a new window. That's done. Yeah. Then let's see the gear page, and that's also working with a nice thingy in the footer. Obviously, we do need to fix the pages, the cards a little bit. The titles are now in. Let's see if it's opening in a different window. It is. Nice. Also, we changed the about page a little bit. Let's see if it's still working. Twitter. That's still working. YouTube. That's a risk because that's throwing in the audio, I think. No, it's not throwing in the audio. That's good. Oh, I'm not sure why that's not going to the subscribe option. Should change the URL for that a little bit. Twitch. Yeah. No audio on that. That's good. Also in a separate page, so that's all working. Looks like all these things are working. Let's check YouTube. That should redirect it. Yes. Then do the same for Twitch. Yeah. Also working. Who is online? Good, everything seems to work. Let's close this then. Wrap it up. And move to the main window. Let's see if there's anyone left to raid. Well, that's not much. Only 3. I don't think it's necessary to raid with 3. We can have a look at who's online. Yeah, there's almost no one online either. Okay, in that case, yeah, we had a lot of productivity things today going on. Fixed a lot of things from the list. So wrapping up, this was the stream for Tuesday. It's already Wednesday on my place. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will be back on Thursday this week, as usual. Usually Tuesday and Thursday. Thursday back on Office Blazor add-in, building Blazor add-in in Office. And as far as I know, I've been the only one doing this. So if you're interested in that, yeah, be back on Thursday. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell on YouTube, or follow on Twitch. And you'll see me back on Thursday. Thanks everyone, and see you next time.